Hi there guys, and welcome back to a brand new match review here on the channel. My name is James, and today we're going to go ahead and sit down and talk to you guys about Reading's first away victory of this season as they travelled to St James's Park and played Exeter City, winning the game by 2-1. A first half performance from Reading was good enough to see them come away with all 3 points. Now, don't get me wrong, the second half saw Exeter pile so much pressure on Reading. There were so many attacking substitutions and so many times where it looked like they potentially could have got an equaliser. But luckily for Reading, they dug in deep and they were able to come away with all 3 points in this game. Now, both teams made a few changes for this fixture, but the Reading side in particular made 4 changes. Them changes included the goalkeeper as Joel Pereira returned from his injury. The back four remained the same though, as we saw Michael Craig, Tyler Bindon, Amadou Mbenge and Andre Garcia play across that back four. The midfield saw Harvey Knibbs, Lewis Wing and Charlie Savage play, while the front three all were swapped. Chem Campbell, Kelvin Ehibachiman and making his first league start, Jayden Wareham, were the 3 players leading the line. Now, Reading got off to the best possible start, and Reading, like we looked at in the who scored weaknesses, we saw that individual errors were something that Exeter struggled with. Now, we spoke about how Reading's press could be a massive help to them in this fixture, and it was. Harvey Knibbs was able to win the ball back high up the pitch. The ball eventually found its way to Jayden Wareham, and one-on-one with the goalkeeper, he slotted it in the back of the net to see Exeter concede for the first time in 5 fixtures and go behind for the first time as well in 5 games. Jayden Wareham, on his first league start for Reading, was able to put the ball in the back of the net just 58 seconds into the fixture. Cue 1 cartwheel and 1 backflip later. I was really happy for Jayden Wareham as it was his first chance for Reading in a league match. And I've got to say, he's definitely gone ahead and created a little bit of competition for Sam Smith here. I thought it was a just start, if I'm being completely honest. I think he's definitely earned his opportunity. He's been very patient as well, waiting, playing a lot of under-21s football, coming off the bench for only 5 minutes here and there. He's got his first start, and he's definitely grabbed it by the scruff of the neck and scored 58 seconds in. It was a really smart and calm finish as well, slotting it past the goalkeeper. It was across the goal. It was a good finish from the young striker. Reading, though, eventually went ahead and made it 2-0 later on in the first half, but there was a few chances just before that. Tyler Bindon had one from a corner. It came back to him and he struck the ball, but luckily for goalkeeper Joe Whitworth, it was straight at him. Reading had a couple of other opportunities. Kelvin Ehibachiman as well had one from distance that was blocked by an Exeter player. Exeter did have a chance himself as well, going down the left-hand side. They played a good cross into the box. I think it was Carriol. He ended up playing the cross in, but Andre Garcia was able to see the cross behind just about past Joel. It went past Joel Pereira, but luckily for us, it went past the post as well. Luckily, really, because it was a very close opportunity, but Garcia did well to get the ball away. But like we said, Reading did eventually make it 2-0, and it was Michael Craig who ended up scoring as well, scoring his first league goal too. So Jayden Wareham and Michael Craig both scoring their first league goals for Reading. It came when an opportunity happened where Reading had a couple of shots on the Exeter goal. Nearly said Crawley, who we played on Saturday. But no, they had a couple of chances on the Exeter goal. I think it was Harvey Knibbs who had a shot, and it was blocked by an Exeter player. The Exeter goalkeeper Whitworth has gone for the dive, but luckily for Reading, the rebound has gone straight to Michael Craig's feet, and he slotted it into what's almost an empty net. He had a lot of goal to aim at while the Exeter player was on the floor, so Michael Craig went ahead and made it 2-0. It was a really good finish from him as well. It was really quick thinking, quick reactions from Craig, so it's very smart from him to go ahead and put that in the back of the net. Just after half-time, Exeter made a couple of changes and they were attacking subs. Ali and McGuinness were the 2 players that came off the bench, and Ali was definitely the player that started to turn it around for Exeter. Before Exeter had any big chances, though, Reading did have a massive opportunity themselves as well. Charlie Savage, coming in late into the box, was able to get on the end of it after Exeter once again failed to clear the chance. Luckily, though, for Joe Whitworth, he was able to make a smart stop and save it. Like I said, though, the second half was all Exeter. So many chances came their way, and the Devonshire side were unable to convert than just more than 1 goal. Now, like we said, Ali was probably the standout player in that second half. Him and Andre Garcia were battling down that left-back position, and I've got to say, he was getting the better of the young 16-year-old most of the time. There was a shout for a penalty as well. A lot of Exeter fans felt like it should have been given. Personally, though, I don't think it was a penalty. I think it was a... Listen, they both went into it. Andre Garcia was the stronger of the 2 men. Well, I say men, he's a boy. But look, Andre Garcia was the stronger of the 2. I think it was a little bit of a soft penalty shout. It was a bit of a dive from Ali. I don't see how you're getting out-muscled by a 16-year-old personally. But look, he's gone down. Ref hasn't given it. So look, I was happy that he didn't buy that penalty. But they did eventually make it 2-1. It was the Finnish winger, Niskanen, who was able to score. It was a good cross that come in from the right-hand side. It whipped past all the Reading defenders, and Niskanen was there and strike it in the back of the net. Joel Pereira did get a bit on it, but took the ball in the back of the net with him. Look, after that, it went 2-1. Exeter again had a few more chances. Niskanen again hit the post, but luckily for us, it rebounded and went out. Niskanen as well had another chance with his head late on. Listen, he could have had a hat-trick if we're being completely honest, the amount of chances that he had in this game, but luckily for us, he didn't, and the scoreline eventually stayed at 2-1. Exeter continued to pile the pressure after that. There was numerous chances where they could have potentially scored, but whether it was a good block from Reading, whether it was a good save from Joel Pereira, we continued to shut them out. Got to say, there was a change as well where Harley Dean came on for Andre Garcia and Amadou Mbenge moved over to the left-back spot. I've got to say, when Mbenge went to left-back, Ali was neutralised from there. There was a couple of times where he was still able to get past his man, but Amadou Mbenge did an outstanding job in this fixture, and for me personally, was my man of the match. I thought he was outstanding for the entire fixture, and Mbenge deserves his plaudits here. Now, again, in the last minute, Exeter did have an opportunity. They put everyone up for a corner. Luckily for Reading, we were able to clear it. Reading then had the chance to go ahead and make it 3-1. Mamadi Kamara were leading the counter-attack. Him and Adrian Akande were running forward. The Exeter players eventually catch up to the Reading men, but the ball found its way to Sam Smith, and with his weaker right foot, saw a chance get blocked. The ball then magically flew up the other end of the pitch, and it was the 94th minute, and I thought the referee has to blow up for full time. He didn't, and Exeter were able to get one last opportunity where, luckily for Reading, we were able to block it. I think it was Harley Dean or it was Joel Pereira that made the save. Either way, it was a really smart stop or a really smart block from the Reading men, and we were able to eventually see the game out and win it by 2-1. Now, I was very happy with the result. I've got to say, Exeter maybe deserved the draw, especially based off that second half performance. But luckily for Reading, we were able to dig in deep and we were able to come away with our first away victory of this season. Now, what does this do for the league table? Well, for Exeter, they've moved down one spot from 5th down to 6th. But Reading are the real winners of this game week, if we're being completely honest. We've jumped up from 13th up to 7th and are now on level points with Exeter sitting on 19. The goal difference is sitting at 3 for Reading, whereas Exeter are at 5. That's why they're still above Reading for now. But listen, Reading have got a good run of fixtures coming up. Unfortunately for us, I think it's 4 or 5 of our next 6 are away from home, and that's where we struggle. But this is where we're going to start to see where the season is going to be playing out. If Reading can pick up about 12 points from these away fixtures, maybe even 10, I say we're in a shout for getting a playoff spot. Reading have played their hard away games for this season. We've played Birmingham, we've played Bolton, we've played Rotherham. Exeter's not not an easy place to go to, and we've come away here with a win, and I'm very happy to say the least. We've also played Wrexham away from home, so difficult away fixtures to start the season. Look, compared to the first 4, this was an easy game if we're being completely honest. But look, Reading have come away with the win, and I cannot complain at all. That's going to be it for this one today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. We'll be back with a match preview for the Bristol Rovers game coming up for this Saturday. More than likely, we'll be out on Thursday or Friday. That's going to be it for this one today. Thank you very much for watching. My name's been James, and we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.